Hi again guys, I'm back for another video. We will be playing ToME Release Candidate 2. It just came out today, and I'll be starting a new Necromancer character. My last one died in a horrible incident in the Sheer Tool Fortress Far Portal boss unlock. So that didn't really work out for me too great. So we're going to be playing a Necromancer. I'm going to make one more attempt at making a Thalor character. And if this one doesn't work out, I'm just going to give up. That experience penalty just hurts me too bad. I'm kind of a wimp about experience penalties. And we're going to distribute our points pretty much the same way as we have in the previous videos. I don't really feel like changing anything in the build. I really do want to do the full Lich form thing, so... It's amazing how much mana Necromancer can consume from casting spells. With an Archmage, it almost feels like you're never out, and then with Necromancer, you're tapped after just a few beams. I think it's because you're supposed to kind of rely on minions a bit. So doing what I'm doing isn't exactly a conventional build. But I hate managing Necromancer minions. They cast beam spells that hurt you, and I find that they always die really easily, and then if I have a bunch of points invested in the tree and I don't have the resources to cast more minions, I'm kind of stuck without any killing power and without any means of keeping myself alive. It's always bothered me. Made it more trouble than it was worth. Take that free point of unflinching resolve. Suppose I could have taken the conditioning tree, but I don't know how many generic points I'm going to have long term, and I don't want to take a generic tree if I'm not going to be sure I'm going to use it. I can think of some other ones that I would have preferred, like an Anorithel tree or something like that. Oh, Norgos just came out of nowhere there, didn't he? Oh. Just one rough situation after the next. leaning on Lord Mortality a little bit more heavily than I would like, but it looks like for the most part the real threat is over. Okay. Uh-oh. Can't kite him anymore. There we go. That wasn't too bad. Not really thrilled with the drops we're getting, though. Like, I suppose these are all technically upgrades, but only in the loosest, most indirect sort of shitty sense. Alright, sweet. Gained a whole bunch of levels there. Get our prerequisite points. There. So we're level 5. We've got our Darkness Beam almost maxed out. We've got our prerequisite points for the next tier up. We could be a little more durable or have a little bit better gear, but again, as I've said in previous videos, casters aren't as gear dependent as a melee character, so it doesn't quite matter as much that we're going to go into the next dungeon a little weak. Now, I often have trouble with Heart of the Gloom when I play caster characters, but I'm going to go right for it this time. Okay, we got a Sun Paladin in the first room, and that's good. A Sun Paladin is a great escort for a caster. They basically take away our need to worry about a couple of different save types and make it so that we can actually use saves as a viable defense later on in the game, just by virtue of the fact that our magic will scale into them. I believe it's spell save and oh, I didn't mean to do that. Spell save and physical save is what gets boosted. Oh, an Ash Staff. That's nice. So we're going to take Chant of Fortitude for that physical and spell save. We're going to put that on right away. And we're going to use this Ash Star Staff since it's twice as good as the staff we have equipped right now. And not forget to switch it over to Darkness, of course. Oh. Gloomy Wolf with Rampage. That was a little rough. He damaged the shit out of me. He didn't kill me, thankfully, but that would have been really bad. And we got a cape with Darkness Penetration. That's pretty nice. Or pretty nice. Yeah, that's pretty nice. No, it's pretty nice. Nice is what that is. It is the nice thing. Alright. Hasn't been too hard so far, but we haven't fought the boss yet. Oh, and there the boss is. I just started meleeing it at random. That wasn't too hard at all. I was a little concerned, but apparently I didn't need to be. And we're just going to level magic and willpower. Someone pointed out to me that Constitution should be saved on a Lich until after you get Lich form. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to wait till level 24 so to level our Constitution up at all. And we're just going to continuously level willpower, which will probably help our survivability indirectly, and that we will have a lot more mana to work with when casting bolt spells and nukes and things like that. Especially when we get our darkness cone, since mana consumption really becomes a big issue at that point. Take that regeneration rune, just because it's a slight improvement over what we've already got. Not really super thrilled with the escorts we've gotten so far, but oh well. Do Trollmeyer now. Somehow I accidentally went up to a world map. Just does not seem to be any way that I can get both of those guys. Alright. I need to get that off my bar. Wow. Sorry, Rod of Recall, you have no place there. Since we've already done these videos, or these newbie zone videos over and over and over again, I think I'm just going to change of pace here for a minute and talk about what I'm doing for Christmas dinner this year. My wife and I decided to get on a ketogenic diet earlier this year, right before Thanksgiving too, just to maximize the difficulty of what we were doing. And it's really worked out well for us, but we've had to give away a lot of the traditional staples for holiday dinners. Like Thanksgiving dinner, we cheated a little and allowed ourselves to have some stuffing, but that was all we could have, because on a ketogenic diet you can have only like 20 carbohydrates a day. And for this Christmas, we're going to skip a turkey, because this turkey's kind of crappy without stuffing. We could do a ham, but any kind of glaze on the ham is out of the question. So last year we did a duck, and I would love to do duck again because our duck came out awesome, but the only way I know how to cook it is marinating it in orange juice, which is loaded with carbohydrates, so that's kind of out the window. So what we decided to do is we're going to do a porchetta this year. And a porchetta is a type of roast where you take a pork loin roast and you wrap it in a pork belly and you bake it in the oven until the skin on the pork belly gets all nice and crispy. And we're going to have, for sides, we don't know what we're going to do for a green yet, but we're going to serve it with cauliflower. It's hard to explain what we do with our cauliflower, but basically it's a cauliflower mac and cheese, where you take the cauliflower with some bacon bits and cheese sauce, and it's so good. And if anybody feels like joining my little tangent here about Christmas dinner, feel free to leave your Christmas dinner plans in the comments. I'd be glad to read about them, because that's the kind of nerd that I am. Oh my god. There sure is a lot of rares on this map. Oh god. That guy was a rough customer. He hit really hard. Didn't help that I dropped a Chill of the Grave right on top of myself, but Chill of the Tomb, excuse me. Alright. Killed Prox, now let's go kill Bill. Some of you guys might have noticed I started a new Let's Play series where I play the game Wizardry, and I think I'm going to be doing that from now on, as just sort of alternating between ToME videos and videos of other games. And I'm going to try and stick to games that I think people on my channel already would like to see. So we're not going to be doing any Let's Plays of Call of Duty or anything like that, but traditional RPG style games we should see a lot of. Bill is a lot more reluctant to walk down these death corridors now, I see. Did that kill him? I know I put Impending Doom on him. Oh, how is he... Did he resist it? He must have shrugged it off or something. Oh. I'm not sure what happened there, but, did I melee him? Oh no, he hit me and that was damage reflect. Ouch. Alright. Might actually be able to use that armor. What is the requirement on Skin of Many? Strength 16. I'm almost tempted to go for it, but You know, I'll put 2 points into strength just to get it equipped. Not gonna kill me, you know. Start maxing out Fear of the Night now, so we get that darkness damage cone as a nice follow-up ability to our beam attack. Right, I was gonna wear the skin of many. What am I thinking? Okay. And you only need enough strength or stat to get something equipped, so if you save up pieces of gear, you can meet item equipment requirements without having to put a lot of points into a stat, so it's a recommended trick. The staff isn't really, or not the staff, the Skin of Many isn't really intended for caster characters, but we'll get some use out of it because it's got a lot of defense on it and armor, and at this low levels, that's actually kind of meaningful. Much later on, we're going to want to focus pretty much exclusively on staffs with a lot of spell power and darkness damage on them. I think, honestly, that I'm just not going to bother with the rest of the... Well, if I don't at least do the ones with backup guardians, I'm going to feel like an idiot when I come back from the west, because I don't think the backup guardians will spawn if you don't do the starting dungeons. So we'll do Scintillating Caves and Core Pool, but I'm going to skip the Raloran camp. Well, I mean, if I'm going to be there anyway... I don't know. What do we got here? Arcane Disrupting. Oh, that's a nope. There we go. Nice belt off of the Scintillating Crystal, or whatever the hell that boss's name is. I don't think I've ever checked to see what its name is before. Yeah, I'm going to skip the Raloran camp. It's not a very fun dungeon. There's a lot of casters and shit in there that I don't want to deal with. I think I'd rather chew glass at this point. That would have been a little bit of a rough surprise if I was not playing a character with a ton of burst damage when I came down the downstairs and there was all those enemies down there. I was playing at work today, and I came off the downstairs playing a Stone Warden character in Lake of Nur, and there was like three luminous horrors, three, what is it, the fat ones. Oh god. Oh, it's gonna bother me, but I can't remember their name at all. 3 Devourers, a couple of other caster enemies. It was like the roughest entry I'd ever seen into Lake of Nur. It was ridiculous. Oh, That's weird. I know I ported him next to me, but... Oh, come on. Is he waiting for me, or... See, I don't want to just blunder into a freeze, but... Oh, no, he's dead. That would explain why he wasn't coming for me anymore. That may be the reason. I'll hold on to that massive stained girdle. I don't know if I would ever actually want to use the combo, but maybe. I'm so used to holding on to it from other characters. Let's do the Assassin Lord before we do the arena. Just for a change of pace. I'm not in a rush to get those generic points. God damn, that's satisfying. Hell's Monster. Okay, we've got a golden treasure chest in the Assassin Lord's room as well, with pretty much garbage in it. That's okay. Alright, we're going to put Impending Doom on the Assassin Lord. And we're going to shield ourselves. Oh, I stepped on a trap. One thing I will say is Necromancer is an awfully forgiving caster. That huge, huge extra health pool is really, really nice. We're at 100% of the way to level 11, but somehow we're not level 11. Alright, so the arena leveled us up. Let's take a look. Alright, we got Blurred Mortality max now, so that's an effective extra 250 HP. If I die now, that's because I did something dumb. It's pretty much always why I die, but really. Take a quick look at the infusion shop. See if there's anything amazing up here. Nothing really incredible. Regeneration rune slightly better, but not better enough that I care to buy it. Spirit Walker's rough leather belt of unlife. I do like extra mana and mana regen, and that has water breathing on it, but I'm going to be an undead for too long anyway, so I don't think I'm going to spend that much money on it. Alright. So Dirk doesn't have anything particularly special for us. I could go east over to Last Hope and try and get the Ben event, the Cursed Unlock event to start, but I'm feeling lazy, so I'm just going to skip that event. Doesn't really give much experience anyway. And standing around waiting for it to spawn is tedious and kind of boring. Oh, wow, I let myself got really low on mana there. And health. I guess when I think about it in the context of Blurred Mortality, it wasn't really low on health, but there is a doomed slime up there. Oh. There, I put Cursed Doom on him and, excuse me, Impending Doom on him and just teleported away. That should kill him. He was only at half health when I cast it on him. Oh, wow, he lived through that. I'm absolutely shocked. Pretty nice amulet. Definitely better for us than the Withering Orbs, which are actually kind of useless. To a spellcaster, anyway. They're amazing for a melee DPS, but we're not a melee DPS, so I don't see what good it does us to have it. I'd prefer a Feather Steel Amulet to this, but can't always get what we want. An uneventful maze, as it almost always is. Not that I'm complaining. Given that the maze has that potential to be a truly horrifying place. What did we find? Shimmering Ash Vile Staff of Wizardry. Wow. That's pretty nice. Let's see there. 15% darkness damage, plus will, plus magic. 51 mana, plus 9 spell power. That is a bit of an upgrade. I'd like to find a Randart staff in one of these chests sometime on a character that could actually use staves, but a bit of wishful thinking on my part. Okay, that takes care of the Minotaur Lord, though I think he dropped something dumb and bad. Yep, not really any use to us. Just spell power. Well, actually, there's a lot of spell power and spell crit on that. I just don't know if that spell power amount, I don't think it would. I'll just use that to get into Anglewind, I think. Hold on to that shield rune, even though it's a sneaks, which is dexterity. It's not great. No, sneak is duelist. Or dexterity is duelist, so sneak would be cunning. I might put points into cunning eventually. Probably too late for that rune to be useful, but I'll need something to put in those slots after I switch to Lich form. Alright, nothing in that batch of items either that's really worth keeping. Though we are going to make a stop in Anglewind really quick and check out the shop there. Might be able to get the next tier up of staff and some rings, because our ring slot items are pretty bad. Oh, how did that get turned off? Wow, these are all really bad. Oh wait, actually, that amulet is nice. Ooh, and a Ring of Darkness. I take it back. That's also pretty nice. So we get this stun resistance, lightning resistance, and mana and magic amulet. And a ring that's going to give us an extra 13% darkness damage. Get a better mana surge rune. Let's see. Elm and Yew. Yep, it's all Elm and Yew. They don't have anything up from that. Couple of nice upgrades. Now we'll do the sandworm layer. And we will try and get through the sandworm layer quick. Since we're not getting anything good from chests, I don't feel like screwing around in there all day and risking death to a sand tunnel. Ugh. Thankfully, I did not die. Ash Star Staff of Blasting. Okay. Not too thrilled with anything there. Let me check to see if a Grimly is up here. Nope. Just the Slaver's Complex. Which I'm going to skip because it's super boring. I mean, I might come back and do it if I really need the experience or something. Oh! Scintillating Silk Robe. What a weird robe. What a fucking weird robe. It's got a high amount of physical save on it at least. It means we won't get stunned. I don't know if I want to actually use this though. It's kind of crappy. If it boosted our shadow or darkness damage, god damn it, that sucks. That's a shitty pull from a chest right there. Chaos is the modifier on the robe. The worst possible robe modifier. We're just gonna follow in this one's wake right here. Sure did get a lot of white items from that. Wow. Ugh. I hate those rich flame spitters so damn much. Still not finding a whole lot here that's going to be useful to us, but I'm kind of used to that with the sandworm layer by now. Scintillating totem? I've never found a... What did we get? Oh, that's awful. It's like all the uniques I'm going to find in this playthrough are just going to be novelty items. Pick up a Randart totem, all of a sudden a whoopee cushion starts farting in the background. Slide whistle. And before the laugh track can finish, I just sort of flip my table over and walk away. Alright. We're making good progress on our skills here. We haven't had any deaths yet, which is a good sign. Ow. Where in God's name is that exit portal or exit floor at? Did I find it yet? It's not there. It's got to be in a room I haven't been to yet, because I don't think I found it. There it is. Another lackluster floor for items for us. Hell's Winnow. Wow, that's a lot of fire resistance on that lamp. Holy shit. I'm gonna keep that, because that'll be really useful when we do the Mark of the Spellblaze. And that'd be really nice if we were playing a nature damage caster, but unfortunately we're not, so kind of useless. But God, that's a nice lantern. I think that's the most fire resistance you can get on a lamp, so feel pretty good about finding something like that. Oh, come on. Oh, that really sucks. Shouldn't have been fucking around in the tunnel. I should have just teleported around. Oh well. Gotta be more careful. It's the nature of the game in here, and if you just sort of blindly explore without using a lot of caution, you're going to get clipped and you're going to get killed. And there's no way to avoid that sometimes. Well, the best way to avoid it is just to not do the sandworm layer, or alternatively, do the sandworm layer carefully. I have no idea what the fuck is going on right now. I don't think I'm getting out of a death here. Okay. Just a gamble here. Oh, thank God. That should have gotten us far away enough that I can... Oh. Thank God. That was really close, wasn't it, guys? Holy shit. My God, man. That was absolutely ridiculous. Alright. We can start leveling Chill of the Tomb or Impending Doom now. I think I'll just start with Chill of the Tomb because our magic is scaling up that Impending Doom so fast. God damn, that was close. Alright, I think I've explored the whole level, and if I haven't, I just don't feel like sitting around waiting, so... Alright. So we're down 1 life. I'd like to not be down 1 life, but... we're doing at least a little bit better than I have been in the past. We've got 7 levels left to go before we get our first point in Lich form. And 11 levels to go before we can actually use Lich form, so... And just for the purpose of avoiding the difficulty of it later, I'm going to go pick up the quest now and pop in there just to make sure Celia is nice and easy to kill. That's because I'm a cheap bastard. Oh, well, there's something nice. Let's see, can't afford it yet, but I will in a minute. This is the Spider Silk Robe of Spider, and it's not really great as terms of DPS, but it's a really nice defensive item. And I'm a lot more worried about our defense right now, so let's see if I can find a way to make it work so I can actually buy that right now. I think I should have enough gems to push me over 600. Alright. Hooray. Put me down to my last 25 gold, but now I have an awesome red robe. Might actually be Speedray. I don't know how to pronounce that because it's got the accent marks over the E. Gotta look all foreign-like. That's a little weird. The graves in the graveyard give Lua errors now. I better report that. Alright. Now that we've activated Celia, we can make sure we're going to fight her at a nice low level when we come back at level 20. Again, kind of cheesy, but I think I've died enough on this character at this point. Alright, in our next video we're going to do Old Forest, we're probably going to do Daikara, and we're going to try and get up to level 24 so we can get Lich Form. Thanks for watching.